principle we explore is trauma imprints. We really dive into this in month 2 in psychosomatic practitioner training with Dr. Christian Gonzalez. This is one of the most foundational ideas in psychosomatic work. Really understanding how the body holds experience long after the mind has moved on. From a cognitive perspective, trauma imprints are the result of implicit memory, the body's nonverbal memory system. Implicit memory doesn't store facts or timelines. It stores states. It records what your body was doing in the moment of an overwhelming experience. How it braced, how it froze, how it tried to survive. The nervous system learns through association. When a situation feels similar to a past threat, the body reacts as if it's happening again. And this is not dysfunction, it's protection. Your physiology is designed to prioritize safety over accuracy. In trauma, that protection gets stuck. And so the body prepares for danger that is no longer present. The muscles hold tension, the breath stays shallow, and the posture may remain guarded. These are trauma imprints, physiological patterns that maybe once ensured survival, but now end up limiting full expression. And so we can think of these imprints as unfinished responses. The body never got to complete the movement it needed to make at the time, to fight, to run, to cry, to ask for help instead. The energy stayed stored in the tissues and the nervous system. Over time, this stored activation becomes what we call chronic tension or holding patterns. They're not just mechanical, they're emotional. They represent everything the body had to suppress to keep functioning. Emotionally, shame often forms around these imprints. So where there's an unresolved freeze, shame tends to settle. And because shame is the emotional equivalent of freeze, it says, something's wrong with me, instead of something's happening to me. And so this is why people often feel defective rather than traumatized. It's so much easier to believe I am the problem than to face the fact that I was powerless. And yet, when we start to reframe these imprints as survival strategies, the whole relationship, and yet, when we start to reframe these imprints as survival strategies, the whole relationship to the body begins to shift. Instead of seeing tension as resistance, we can begin to see it as intelligence. The system did exactly what it needed to do at the time. And so our task now is not to erase these patterns, but to really help them complete somatically. So that means locating where the charge is still stored. Could be in the diaphragm, could be in the jaw, could be in the hips and in the back of the neck. These places where the body instinctively uses to protect. We use awareness and breath and sometimes sound to give those areas permission to move again. And the goal doesn't need to be catharsis, it's coherence. So not trying to relive trauma, but really allowing the body to finish what it started. And so when an imprint completes, the system can reorganize naturally. The breath deepens, the posture changes, the effect softens. Trust builds as the body learns that it no longer has to stay in survival mode. The body already knows the way out.